G'day guys, Neil here from Challenger 4-Wheel Drive, and I want to cap off 2022 by thanking everyone who watched, commented, liked or subscribed, which I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Also, I want to run over my favourite clips from 2022, and these are in chronological order, not by merit. By coincidence, we started and finished the year four-wheel driving in Lithgow. But in between these two Lithgow adventures, we managed to get off-road and camp, not only in New South Wales, but also in South Australia and Queensland. So without further ado, here's a quick recap of 2022. From Baal Bone, let's magically skip to Silver Sands Beach in Adelaide, South Australia. You could say that Silver Sands and its neighbour Aldinga Beach are Adelaide's boat harbour. Just a fun way to have a day at a beautiful beach with zero chance of getting stuck. And these beaches really are beautiful. Later on in South Australia, we passed by the Midnight Oil House, which ended up on the cover of my favourite Midnight Oil album, Diesel and Dust. We were on our way to camp at Rawnsley Park Station, but I had to detour to check out the old farmhouse. What can you say about the Flinders Ranges that hasn't been said before? I was really excited to see them in person, but it was still mind-blowing. Incredibly scenic, these ancient landscapes have featured in dozens of movies and TV shows, and you can see why. On the Eyre Peninsula, we camped at Port Lincoln and explored the sand dunes of Lincoln National Park. We got lost, I got bogged, and I had to winch off the Fortuner to get out. Recovering the Challenger has boosted my spirits, and we're hopeful now of finding our way back onto the track. The next day we had a great time on the Coffin 4-wheel drive track in Coffin Bay National Park. Seeing the emus jogging right in front of the vehicle was a standout to me. On our way back to Adelaide, we detoured and had a nautical adventure. We took the ferry across Spencer Gulf and then drove through Adelaide before setting up camp in the dark at Glenelg. So getting close to Wyangala Dam, where I'm going to meet Mark. And the scenery is quite nice. There's the dam wall over there. I don't know if you'll see it on the GoPro. Back in New South Wales, I managed to catch up with Mark at Wyangala Dam for a camp. We had a great time too, exploring. It's a magic spot and well worth visiting. This is Mark. He has a Nissan Patrol and a King's MT1 camper trailer, which he is setting up for off-grid camping. It's a work in progress, and I'm going to be very interested in where he's up to with this. I've done one video on his setup already, and I know he's made some more improvements with more to come. He's helped me get the pod trailer ready, so now we're going to have a look around one of Mark's favourite camping locations. Because we had like 5 or 6 days of rain.
Yep.
A Zito generator.
Yep.
Which you've already used and it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, I've used it a couple of days now.
Yeah.
So this is the 2 kilowatt, but all I need it for is to charge the BC charger, plug BC charger into it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the dam wall. There's actually plans to lift the height of the wall to provide more water security for the area. When I was there, the weather was great, but Wyangala Dam has been in the news lately with some insane footage of the spillway. Thank you to the New South Wales Rural Fire Service for this vision. And thanks, Mark, for showing me around Wyangala. I'll have to get back there in 2023. Pristine bush so close to Sydney, that's a big attraction, I'd say. Back in Sydney, we had a trip out to Burralow, which is part of the Discovery Trail, and an ideal family day trip from Sydney. For a smidgen of forward driving, you can drive the Power Lines track, which is just outside the National Park. On the way to Queensland, we camped at Southwest Rocks for a couple of nights and did the Gap Beach four-wheel drive trail. This ends up at, you guessed it, Gap Beach. Beautiful beach too. We had a nice look at the beach and now we're going to go back up the track. The views are amazing. Fully automated in 1988, and that means you can stay in either of the 2 lighthouse keepers' cottages. Trial Bay Jail. Then we had a quick look around Smoky Cape Lighthouse before incarcerating ourselves at Trial Bay Jail. You'd be hard-pressed to find a prison anywhere in the world in a more beautiful setting. Next up, it's the highlights of Queensland. These are the headwaters of Crow's Nest Creek in the Great Dividing Range west of Brisbane. It's granite country with stringy bark, ironbark and bloodwood trees. And from the picnic area, we're doing the Falls Lookout via various pools. And the pools are full of foamy water. We did a fantastic hike in Crow's Nest National Park, which we really enjoyed. This is a 4.5 kilometre return, level 3 hike, so not too hard. We set up camp at Habitat Noosa. First stop is Rainbow Beach and we drive to Inskip Point. A massive storm had just battered the east coast of Australia and the Sunshine Coast was not spared. There's pretty significant erosion, but we can get through as it's low tide. Now to exit the beach, and Inskip Point has a surprise in store for me. Teewah Beach is next. We get the ferry to Noosa's North Shore, and the beach is the highway. There's a ferry near Teewah, and that will cost you $10, and then it's only a short drive to the beach. Yeah, we're on Teewah Beach. We got the ferry across the river, and now we're just cruising up the beach to see what we can see. It's just on low tide, so we've got plenty of beach here, not like the other side. And, oh, there's the Fortuna. Yep. I've got the drone up as we cruise along the beach, and the views are pretty spectacular. So this is one of the designated camping areas. So the zone ends there, where that blue sign is. So apart from that, you're obviously not allowed on the dunes, but you can go to these camping areas like this. That's a really nice view. So that was one of the camping areas, and there's very easy access for even a large off-road caravan. But back to 2022, we drove down the beach to Noosa Heads and had a few beers and a feed in the surf club. Good food and magnificent views. We're definitely in sugarcane country now. We keep heading north through the cane fields to Woodgate Beach, Burham Heads. The sand is sticky and muddy, but okay to drive on. We're now camped at Bargara, unpowered but a beautiful spot. We're on unpowered sites at Bargara, so we've got the solar panels out at every opportunity. G'day guys, at this point we were still based at Bargara, and we went off for the day to check out Eurimbula Creek campground, which turned out to be a stunning bush camp overlooking a historic bay on Queensland's Discovery Coast. This location is just south of the Great Barrier Reef and close to the towns of 1770 and Agnes Water. Eurimbula is paradise, and looking in my crystal ball I can see camping on the beach at Eurimbula Creek in my future. These tracks are a bit boggy, which is not surprising with the rain they've had. Our final national park trip in Queensland is the Deepwater Coastal Drive, which is in Deepwater National Park. Our destination is Wreck Rock, but getting there was fun. Phil and I are in Lithgow, and we've had fun so far, had the winch out already. And finally, we're back in Lithgow, now a state conservation area. I immediately get stuck, which is not my fault. I just thought I was in a Land Cruiser. And I have to winch myself out. We then hit a few more of our favourite spots. Oh bang, the Challenger felt that one. Then into the car wash to try and get some of the mud off, and it's pretty deep. Not surprising with all that rain. But before we can reach the climb up to the ridge, we realise there's a massive muddy bog hole. This massive bog hole on the Hands Trail has trapped a Ford Ranger, and he was snatched out by a friendly Hilux driver. But luckily this helpful couple in a Toyota Hilux are snatching Jeff out in the Ranger, and Jeff kindly gave me the thumbs up to put the whole thing on YouTube. Thank you, Jeff. Finally, Phil and I have a go at the track up Baal Bone just before the rains come. It's a fitting end to an eventful year. Goodbye 2022, let's see what 2023 brings. Phil manages it on the second attempt, which is pleasing, but it's definitely going to get more interesting from now on. And to all of you guys, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification button. Cheers, and I'll see you in 2023. Bye.